Teddy Feinberg, Brook Stockburger, Teddy and Brook Show, early evening edition.
Yes, sir. Different than the sun being in our eyes. It's behind us now.
And we do it at all times. For those who don't know, we did it 8 a.m. last time. For a normal person, like I'm a sports editor here, for a normal person, that would be like filming the show at 3 a.m. You know, like no one gets up that early.
He's a trooper, we gotta say.
Yeah, I had to say that. I thought about that on the way home. We are going to focus on the year in review 2012, the year in review, some big stories. We had conference realignment, of course. That really didn't end the whole Aggie saga. They were affected huge by conference realignment. We have 3 NMSU teams make it to the NCAA tournament: basketball, volleyball, baseball, Cruces High winning state football, Austin No Doubt Trout, rocking and rolling over Miguel Cotto. That actually just happened less than a month ago.
It sure did.
Brook, what stood out to Brook Stockburger this year in the world of sport? And we're not talking Sidney Crosby and we're talking locally.
Yeah, let's not bring up hockey right now, especially with the logout. Yes, Austin Trout, it's fresh in our minds, of course, but I think that's the big story. Everybody was so excited in this town to have a hometown boy go to Madison Square Garden on national TV, beat a great fighter like Cotto. It was just a great all-around performance and a great story. That
really was a huge story for someone from this area to be on such a big stage fighting. I mean, there's Madison Square Garden, there's MGM Grand. I mean, the stages don't get much bigger than that from a boxing standpoint, so that was cool.
And the reaction from the community, that really showed how big it was to everybody.
You know, it actually was a really busy year here in sports. I mean, when you really think about it, and just even talking about it now, it kind of resonates. I thought, from a reporting standpoint, the conference realignment stuff didn't end. I mean, literally from January 1st, 2012 to December 27th, 28th of 2012, this stuff was just constantly going on. And I thought from that standpoint, it was the big story just because it was year-round. It's usually not like that in sports because things obviously are cyclical with the calendar. It's very fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
You know, now I'm kind of getting over myself. But no, the realignment stuff just was...
Oh, it's crazy.
It was a constant flow.
Yeah. The ground was constantly moving under people's feet, and it still is. Yeah. I mean, where's the Big East going? What effect will that have on Conference USA? What effect will that have on the Sun Belt? What effect will that have on the Aggies?
Of course.
And what effect will that have on the Mountain West if Boise State stays? And what effect will that have on... some of these whack teams.
And when we consider the Aggies, because of the realignment stuff, had to go play independent football. I mean, it really affected New Mexico State. I mean, we weren't a Wichita State. We weren't a. I'm trying to think of, well, even like San Jose State, they moved up. The Aggies were really impacted in a lot of respects in a negative way. I mean, a very rare case here.
Yeah, it really was. And them have to play independent football in 2013 is crazy, and they can't do it for long.
No, they can't.
They can't do it for long. They need a conference title to play for.
They have just some pretty cool teams on their independent schedule.
Yeah, they do.
Boston College, San Diego State. Their independent schedule is awesome. I want to play independent all the time. But Brook's right, they can't do it.
No.
So that was wild. And of course, I mean, Cruces football winning again was a huge deal.
Yes. Another state title for Southern New Mexico, another state title for Jimmy Miller and the Bulldogs.
And of course, we mentioned it, but Aggie volleyball, Aggie baseball, Aggie basketball all going to the NCAA tournament. Again, it wasn't all a bad year in Aggie sports. There was a lot of layers.
A lot of highlights, I no doubt about that.
Speaking of Aggie basketball, they are going to enter WAC play this weekend. They are going to UT Arlington to open up WAC play. That is on Saturday, and then they turn around, they face Louisiana Tech the next week. The WAC isn't very good, so the Aggies should be there.
Yeah, they have a really good chance to be there at the end and get another NCAA tournament berth, I think.
Simbular. What's that name?
Just got to practice saying it.
Folks, thanks for checking us out as always. Sun News Facebook, Sun News Twitter, at Teddy Feinberg, at B Stockburger, lcsun-news.com all day, every day for the latest and greatest. Later.